Guidelines in making a summative assessment. When measuring students, a summative assessment is often seen as the gold standard, unlike a formative assessment which measures students' progress and identify areas in which they need more help. Summative assessments are designed to provide comprehensive overview of what students have learned over a unit term or school year. What is a summative assessment? The Department of Education defines the summative assessment as an assessment that is usually administered toward the end of the learning period to measure the extent to which the learners have mastered the essential learning competency, the result of which are recorded and used to report to the learners as achievements. Summative assessments are a critical part of measure student achievement. They usually occur at the end of a unit, term, or school year, and can include tests, essay projects, or portfolios. Summative assessment provide the teachers with valuable information about how will students have mastered the material covered in a course or program. They can help to identify areas which students need more help and can help to guide the future instruction. Summative assessment also allow the student to demonstrate what they have learned and help identify areas which they need further development. So I think you now got a good understanding about a summative assessment. Right, next we have what is the difference between formative and summative assessment. Formative assessment is used to measure how well students are learning a subject. It takes place during the learning process and includes quizzes, homework, and classwork. Which creating a summative assessment, it is crucial to keep the following in mind. First, we have a purpose. The purpose of the assessment should be clearly defined. What do you want to measure? How will the result be used? Next, we have audience. Who will be taking the assessment? Will it be given to an individual student, a group of students, or the entire class? Next, we have format. Format will the assessment take? Will it be a test, essay, project, or portfolio? Next, we have instruction. The instruction for the assessment should be clear and concise. Next, we have scoring. How will the assessment be scored? Will it be graded on a scales of 1 to 5, pass or failed, or something else? Next, we have rubric. A rubric should be created to ensure that the assessment is fairly graded. When creating a summative assessment, it is vital to keep these factors in mind to create an effective and fair assessment. Types of summative assessment. There are various types of summative assessment that can be used to measure students' achievement. The most common types of summative assessment include tests, essays, projects, and portfolios. First, we have tests. Tests are probably the most popular type of summative assessment and usually consist of a set of a question or task the students must complete in a limited amount of time. Next, we have essay. Another common type of summative assessment and usually require the student to write about a topic or answer a question in depth. Next, we have projects. Allowed students to demonstrate their understanding of a topic by completing a task or project related to the subject matter. Next, we have a portfolio. Provide a way for students to showcase their work over the course of a unit term or school year. there can include the example of work for all the subjects, their comments, and grades. Which type of summative assessment base depend of assessment goals and the student needs. Next, we have a consideration when creating a summative assessment. A good summative assessment should be able to measure student achievement accurately. It should also be fair and unbiased and assesses students against the same standards. Summative assessment should also be aligned with the learning goals of the course or program and test the skills and knowledge that students are supposed to have mastered. One important consideration in creating a summative assessment is type of a question that will be used. Questions should be designed of a measure student understanding and mastery of the material rather than simply testing the recall or facts. In addition, questions shall be varied to assess different knowledge and skills. Another important consideration is the amount of time allowed the completion. Questions shall be designed so that they can be completed reasonably without causing students to rush through them. Finally, testing a representative sample of students is important to measure achievement accurately. The assessment should include questions relevant to all students regardless of their level of ability or background knowledge. Creating a summative assessment that accurately measures student achievement can be challenging, but it is important to ensure that students are fairly and accurately assessed.